Hello, everybody. It is Coach Megan from Get Fit New Hampshire. I am hiding in a back office that nobody even knows about to come on live to talk to you about two ways that you can kind of overcome some negative self talk. So, actually, a client sent me this after I shared a self sabotaging a few days ago. You can scroll and find it. But she sent me these two steps that I thought were really interesting. And I was like, I'm going to go live on those and see if those are some things that maybe you guys can put into play because I know they certainly resonated with me. So, step one to stopping the negative self talk is to imagine the most beautiful voice. Like, who has the most beautiful voice to you? It could be your mom, it could be your kids, your son, your daughter, somebody that's close to you who just has like the best voice, or maybe it's a celebrity that, maybe it's Mariah Carey, I don't know. So who has the most beautiful voice that just like touches your soul and makes you feel good inside? Who has that voice for you? For me, I'm going to go with it's my kids, but for picking one child, I'm going to say my son Elijah. So imagine your child in this scenario telling you, Mommy, you probably can't do that because you're too fat. Mommy, you can't do that because you're not good enough. Mommy, you can't do that. You don't deserve that. It sounds like ridiculous, right? Like your the most beautiful sound in the voice, the most beautiful voice that you could imagine, probably won't be saying those things to you. So why is it that we say those things to ourselves? Because if you really stop and think about it, like, are people really thinking that? Because I would say no. It's just us getting inside of our own head saying the most ridiculous things to our own self. And the second part of that was imagine, and again, I'll use my son as an example, but imagine your best friend, your mom, your dad, your sister, your best friend, your child sitting across from you at a table, looking you in the eyes. You can touch them, you can feel them. They're sitting right across from you. And again, that beautiful voice or that friendly and familiar voice that are they going to look at you and say, Mommy, you look gross in that bathing suit? Or, Mommy, you shouldn't be wearing that crop top. That doesn't look good on you. Would somebody actually say that to you? Your best friend, your mom, whoever it is, would they actually say that to you? And we get inside again of our own heads and we think these thoughts about ourselves and we imagine that the other people surrounded by us are feeling and thinking those things, and it's just not true. It sounds really ridiculous when you break it down like that. And furthermore, I'm going to harp a little bit on this subject. Is that if you are a parent and you have, whether it's girls, boys, if you have kids at home, especially in the adolescence, teen years, do not talk poorly about yourself in front of your children. It is damaging. They are, your whether it's body dysmorphia or if it's your struggles with yourself and what's happening inside of your head, they are going to see that, and those are going to be learned behaviors for them. And I know that whatever you're feeling inside your head, those thoughts are those not it's not a good feeling to feel those things. So we as parents have a responsibility not to pass those things on to our children. So instead of saying these things about ourselves, why not take actions to change the way that we feel about ourselves? Let's change the way we're moving our body. Let's change the way we're fueling our body. Let's change the way we speak about ourselves and watch the results that come with it, because it's transformational. Because what's holding us back from results more times than not is not that we're not doing the work. Like, especially if you're training with us, like you're doing the work. It's not more exercise. It's if you're fueling your body, it's what's happening here. This is where we need to make a change. And anyways, all of that to say, if you're on that negative self-talk wagon, then again, imagine the most beautiful voice to you, whoever that is. Again, your kids, your mom, your grandmother, your aunt, whoever it is that has this voice that is calming to you and imagine them saying the things that you say about yourself. It's ridiculous. It's not going to happen. And same thing, saying, looking you into the eyes, is somebody really going to look you in the eyes and tell you those things? Unlikely. So don't give yourself permission to say that crap about yourself, because it's not true. And I hope that resonates with some of y'all out there, because I know I'm probably talking to a lot of you guys inside your head right now. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And remember to say nice things about yourself, and certainly say nice things about yourself in front of your kids. Have a great one.